Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open, it's just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. My brother, I know that you just want to fucking chill. I know that you just want to crack a cold one open, put your feet up, and probably just watch TV or scroll on the phone. Like, I know how that goes. I know that you just want to think about all this shit that you need to do later. Like, I get it. I get it. I don't want to do it either. But what if I told you, dog, that 1 hour today, only 1 hour today, could decide whether your 2026 becomes your breakthrough year or just another fucking year that you were just there to survive? And that perspective is wild, because wouldn't you, when you think about things like that, right? Wouldn't you rather invest 1 hour than lose 1 year? It seems like a fucking, like a big sided equation there, right? How many hours are in 1 year? I don't even know. 1 hour versus 1 year. Are you willing to give up 1 hour, or are you willing to leave living 1 year to fucking chance? Man, like, as I think back, like, man, I remember years where I let the ego get the best of me, where, yo, I'm on fire, I don't need to plan, I'm fucking doing good, like, yo, I'm just gonna keep doing what I need to do. And that very same mindset, dog, that very same approach ended up kicking me in the fucking nuts later down in the year. All because I didn't plan. And I also remember years when I finally took down, like, I finally just said, all right, dog, we got to do this right now. And I sat down and I started mapping things out. I started putting in a piece of paper what I actually wanted for my life over this next year. And guess what? Things actually started to change that year. It's like, oh my God, it's fucking magic. If you actually put intention into the things that you want in life, you actually start moving towards that direction. But yeah, if you just say, I'll do it later, leave it to chance, of course you don't know what's coming next, because you have no direction towards where you want to fucking go. It's just like, think about it. In motorsports, no fucking racer shows up to the track without having a plan for his fuel, without having a plan for his tires, without having a plan for his strategy, without having a plan on how he's going to attack the race. And yet most men are racing through life with no fucking map, with no direction, with no fucking idea of where they want to go. You see, the problem isn't that men don't want more. Like, I beg to differ. I actually think that all of us want a lot more. The problem is that we aren't willing to fucking slow down long enough to actually decide what actually matters, what actually is important to you, what actually do I fucking want. Like, most of us, we are quick to say, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. We know what we don't fucking want. But have you ever sat and really said, oh, but what is it that I want? With specificity. I bet you right now, if I told you what is it that you want, with specificity, you have to sit there and ponder, like, oh man, I don't know, let me think about it. But if I asked you, what don't you want? You, bro, right off the bat, you fire it. Just this how we're fabricated. I don't know. And the wild thing is that, brother, 1 hour isn't a time cost. This 1 hour that I'm asking you for today, here, aside from listening to this episode, which, by the way, it's not 1 hour, it's actually the force multiplier that you can take to attack this next year with fucking strength, dog. You see, don't overestimate what we can do in 1 day, and yet underestimate what we can do in 1 year. And I think I said that backwards, just got a little tongue-tied. We tend to overestimate what we can do in 1 day, and yet underestimate what we can actually do in 1 year. And so you think that when you put things into perspective, like, when you start thinking about it, you start, oh my God, I'm fucking tricking myself up, because I was like, yo, how the fuck can I think that I can do so much in 1 day, but yet think that I can do so little in 1 year? When actually, if you put some intention into it, you start planning, you start mapping your shit out, and you can actually see how much fucking time you have in a year to get things done. All you need is the fucking direction. All you need is the plan. All you need is the fucking cojones to actually go after what you fucking want, dog. So 1 hour, bro. Let me put this into perspective like this. Out of 2026, right? Out of all the hours that are in that year, 1 hour, only 1 hour equals to 0.0114% of the year. Not even 1%. 0.0114% of the fucking year. Are you not willing to give up 0.0114% of your year to actually put some direction and put some heading and put some fucking targets down so that you can go and fucking make shit happen, bro? Like, you're gonna spend more time scrolling this weekend alone than it requires for you to do this exercise that I'm asking here for today. Like, planning, my brother, it creates direction. When you plan, it creates a sense of heading. It gives you an actually a trajectory. It gives you a map to follow. Like, it creates direction, and direction eliminates wasted effort, because when you know where you're going, you actually know what type of actions to take in order to go down that road. You might fall, you might trip, you might get a flat tire, but you get back up and you stay on the road. Rather, if you can, and you could be going fucking 5 miles an hour that way, but if you could be going 100 miles an hour the wrong way, you're still gonna be going the wrong fucking way. And so, slow, intentional progress towards the direction that you actually want to go, I would say that is more important than taking just speed, fucking aggressive, not knowing where the fuck you're going type of action, because you're just leaving it up to chance. Like, brother, without a plan, you're gonna be busy, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be reactive. With a plan, you're gonna be focused, you're gonna be calm, you're gonna be fucking dangerous. It's kind of like tuning an engine, brother. You know, you have the same motor, totally different output. You can tune a motor, like you know how you're doing, to the T, max timing, air fuel right, locked in. Or you can tune the engine to like a rookie that doesn't know what he's doing. He's just gonna wing it. He's gonna throw some fucking numbers together, and it's not gonna roll. It's gonna fucking blow up. So if you don't tell your year where it wants to go, don't you think that the life is just gonna grab you and be like, put you in where the direction it wants to go, and the life is gonna drive the year for you? So you're either gonna grab your fucking year by the steering wheel, and you're gonna actually turn it towards the direction that you wanna go, or life is just gonna turn the steering wheel for you, and it's gonna put you in whatever direction it feels like it. Isn't it important that you think to actually build the map before you hit the throttle? So that you can see that you're actually going in the direction that you want to go versus a direction that you have no fucking intention of going, and wasting your time, wasting another year, wasting just fucking frustration and time and energy into something that you don't even want to go towards. Like, high performance men, we don't fucking wing it, dog. We map that shit out. We make a game plan and we fucking go and attack. But you need to have a game plan. Like, here, let me give you some wide open warrior planning tactics, my brother. This right here, this is where it all starts. You look at your last year, you look at this year that we're currently in, right? 2025, like, and think about this year. What was it that worked for me, right? Like, this year, what was it that broke me? And then this year, what was it that drained me? Right? Think about it. In the last year, I want you to audit it. What worked for you, what broke you, and what drained you? And then what I want you to do is, for this next coming year, 2026, I want you to choose non-negotiable outcomes for your life. In your mind, in your body, your spirituality, in your relationships, your marriage, your money, your passions, your mission, how you live, how you operate as a human being. Put some fucking outcomes of the man that you want to become. And that goes into the next step. You need to be able to define the man that you must become in order to hit them, right? And so this is about grabbing outcomes, seeing what it takes to grab those outcomes and bring them into your life and become that man before those outcomes actually start happening and you start bringing them into reality. And the way that I do it is I set my year down into 4 different quarters. You got quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, almost like every other business out there, right? But I do this for my personal life, right? And I don't set vague targets. I set fucking specific targets. Quarter 1, I want to do this. Quarter 2, I want to do this. Quarter 3, I want to do this. Quarter 4, I want to do this. And every quarter is another chance to actually, like, realign yourself and re-steer the ship to where we want to go, because life happens. You start getting off course. You start forgetting about things. And so this is why it's important to set your year up into quarters. And within that quarter, you got 3 months to work towards that target. And within that month, you got 4 weeks to work towards that target. And so you're breaking things down into steps, into ideas, and into plans of action that you actually execute on every single day. And that is how you create your daily and weekly standards. And they become standards. They become things that you operate by. They don't become just wishes. They don't become just things that, yeah, someday when I'm ready, I'll do it. No, you'll do it right now because you set the plan, you create the intention, and you create the roadmap for you to follow of where you want to become, of who you want to become, of where you want to be. Like, think about it like this. Instead of just saying, oh, I'm going to get in shape. No, bro, say, I'm going to train 5 days a week. 3 days, I'm going to lift heavy. 2 days, I'm going to do conditioning. Or fuck, I'm going to, instead of getting in shape, instead of, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to fucking hit the treadmill every day. I'm going to put inclined walking every day. Every day. You know how more specific of a target you're going to get by actually implementing it? Instead of just saying, oh, I'm just going to get in shape. No, bro, you got to be specific. Or it's like saying, oh, I'm going to be a better husband. Yay, hooray, I'm just going to happen. I'm going to be a better husband. No, brother, you got to actually set intention. You got to plan weekly date nights. You got to plan your daily connection. You got to have monthly resets. You got to put intentional action to see how you're showing up for your woman as her leader, as her king, as the guy that she fucking fell in love with. That's how you become a better husband. Not just by saying, oh, I'm going to become a better husband and I'm just going to wing it. No, bro, you got to put some intentional action into it. See, your goals, they don't fail. What happens is that your standards fail. And so when your standards are low, you let your failures get the best of you. When your standards are high, you understand that when you have a failure, it's a lesson. And you pick yourself right back up and you put that lesson with you and you fucking go at it again. See, your future self is either gonna thank you or it's gonna be paying you for the decisions that you're making right now. Like, think about it. If you're making moves towards a better future, then your future self is gonna actually be thanking you. Yo, dog, you did the right thing. Yo, dog, I know it was hard. Yo, I know it was hard, but you made it happen. You stayed committed. You made shit happen. I'm proud of you. Or the future self is gonna be fucking paying for all your mistakes. Oh, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you didn't save, you didn't fucking hustle, you didn't grind, you ate like shit. Like, look at you, you let yourself go. Like, you're either gonna be thinking you're gonna be paying for you. See, every man has already planned their year. Think about it, right? You either planned your year by getting intentional, or you either planned your year by just neglecting it. Each one is planning it. You gotta intentionally neglect it, just like you gotta intentionally work at it. And so what is it gonna be? The man that you're gonna be December of 2026, this time next year, that motherfucker is built by decisions. It's built by the reps. It's built by the action that you take right now, dog. Your future self doesn't need motivation. What your future self actually needs is for you to get off your ass and get to work right now. Get to work today. Start this plan. Like, this 1 hour, it prevents hundreds of hours of regret later, my brother. And I know it seems like we don't think about it like that because we're like, oh my God, I don't want to do this right now. I'll do it later. And then this 1 hour later and later, and you never get to this fucking 1 hour. But if you compare it next to the hundreds of hours that you have in 1 year, that 1 hour, it becomes minimal, it becomes minuscule. It's not even 1% of the fucking year, dog. So you're gonna live with regret and let it just another fucking year slip you by? Let another year go by with you saying, oh, next year, it's just, this wasn't the year. Oh, I had this come up and fuck that shit. Are you gonna get serious? And you're gonna say, yo, this is my fucking year. This is the year that I make it change. This is the year that I make it happen. This is the year that I make my fucking plan and I go after the life that I want. How do you think you're gonna show up at the end of next year? By attacking it like that. By knowing exactly what you're hunting, by knowing exactly what you're going after, by knowing exactly who you need to become in order to gain those goals. My brother, discipline today equals freedom tomorrow. And so I have this question for you. If nothing changes right now, And you're exactly where you are this time next year. Like, where would your life be? In 1 year from now, where would you be if nothing changes? If you stayed on the same fucking track that you're at right now. And my challenge for you, dog, is I want you to block one uninterrupted hour within the next day, or within the next 72 hours, brother. No phone, no noise, no excuses, no distractions. I want you to sit down and I want you to write out your plan. I want you to build your map for 2026 like if your fucking life depends on it, because it does, my brother. It really does. This is important. Take note of it. This can be the game changer for you, my brother. See, the man that you want to become is not built by accident. He's built by decisions. He's built by quiet moves. He's built by intentional moves. He's built by taking uncomfortable action towards the life that he wants. So give your future self the respect that he fucking deserves. Make the time right now, build the plan, and then attack 2026 like the fucking wide open warrior that you fucking are. Let's go. Let's make this shit happen, dog. Yo, I'm slamming the checkered flag deep into the ground, claiming victory for every single wide open warrior that's out there. My brother, this is your wake-up call. Break the chains, step out of the average, and become that badass motherfucker that you were born to be. This Live Wide Open movement isn't just a podcast. This is the mission that God has stamped in my heart, and helping you rise is the purpose I live for. So lock this shit in, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And if today's message hit you in the chest, my brother, then don't you dare keep this shit to yourself. Fuel another brother. Send this to another motorhead. Send this to another gearhead. Send this to another warrior who's hungry for more. Because the truth of the matter is that building a better life for your family is non-negotiable. You've got people who are depending on you. You've got a legacy to create. And those excuses that they keep popping up into your mind, my brother, they'll never feed the fucking table. It's time to get up. It's time to lock in. And it's time to get the fucking work, dog. This is your moment. This is your mission. This is your movement. And wide open is the fucking way. Let's go.